Sometimes, the path to a brighter future is paved with poor decisions. On November 25, 2024, at a Macy's store, a 24-year-old employee named Mariana was questioned about embezzling funds. Her story was a contradiction. She admitted to stealing money partly to pay tuition for a medical assistant course in hopes of a better career, and partly to fund a vacation in Cancun. But this shortcut didn't lead to the future she envisioned. Instead, it ended with charges of fraud and theft.
It's in the car. It's in the car. Okay. Do you know why we're here? Yeah. Okay. So you're not under arrest or anything, but under Florida law, every time I go talk to somebody, I have to read their Miranda rights, right? I'm sure you've seen in TV shows and stuff. So, like I said, you're not under arrest. You're good. Take your time. Is that your water? If you want to take a sip of water or anything, you can take a sip of water. I'll read your constitutional rights, your Miranda rights. If you have any questions at any minute, just stop me and I'll explain it to you. Okay? You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand? Is that a yes? Anything you say may be used against you in court. Do you understand? Can you just verbate it just for the recording? If it's a yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes. You have the right to talk to a lawyer before and during questioning. Do you understand? Yes. If you cannot afford a lawyer and want one will be provided for you before questioning without charge. Do you understand? You want to take a sip of water? Okay. Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to talk to me? All right. 21?
24.
24? Any kids or anything? Where do you live with? You're from Orlando or? Okay, so we got called here for allegations of some missing money. Right? Assuming Macy's already talked to you about it, so I'm here to get your side of the story on what. Right? I'm usually pretty upforward and I'm honest to the person. That's why I tell you, like, there's no secret to why I'm here. Okay? How long have you been working for Macy's? 4 months. And what is your job here at Macy's? Sunglasses. So you sell sunglasses? And part of your duties as associated sunglass hunter, do you do cash transactions when you sell sunglasses? So the allegations that Macy's is doing is that it's been some discrepancy on your cash register, right? Are you aware? Can you tell me
To keep it short, it's
you took money from the register? Do you have any idea how many times? Few times. We're talking 3, we're talking 10, we're talking 15.
What was less than 10?
Less than 10. And do you know how much money you took? 100? Well, that's what they're saying. How much do you think it took?
I estimated under 1,000.
Under 1,000? Like, on the times that you took, what was the largest amount you ever took in one day? And then what was the least amount you took in one day?
60.
60 bucks. How you do it?
How?
Yeah. Like you were waiting till the end of the day, or when the customer hands you the money, you then put inside the register, or how do you do?
It was whenever I closed and I just.
When you're closed or open the register, and then you take the money out.
So if it wasn't closing, I'll take it from the pocket.
What do you mean by the deposit? Like the money that you would have sent it to another employee to make the bank deposit?
Yes, or like here at Macy's, we would go upstairs and like, or like into like this mail thingy,
Mhm.
and I guess they send it out to somebody or something. And we'll put it in a bag with the deposit bag.
Okay. And then when you put on deposit bag, do you seal that bag?
Yeah.
Okay. So because this is where I'm asking some of these questions, okay? And I appreciate your honesty. I appreciate your telling me that you took some of the money. But I hate saying like, hey, it's $2,100, right? As Macy's saying $2,100, but you're saying, hey, I estimate less than that. So I want to make sure there's no other person involved that could be, even without your knowledge, taking that money later.
I mean, without my knowledge, I wouldn't know.
Right, that's why I'm saying, like, I want to make sure, like, your bags were always sealed, right? Like, when you did your deposit. Because, like, I never worked for Macy's, right? But all my young ages. So I worked for other stores, and I actually worked for a bank at one point. And I'm assuming it's kind of pretty similar to what you have here. So, like, when I worked on a bank, at the end of the day, they called you batch, right? Which you count your money, and then you put all that information, and your computer system is supposed to match. Okay, he's supposed to have $3,000 cash. When you count your money, it puts in there, yes, it matches $3,000 cash. And then we take all that money out. We actually had it to put in order. If it was like $2,000, we were supposed to, all hundreds, we were supposed to wrap that in $2,000. Then we put on a sealed envelope that I sealed, and I also had to initial the envelope. And then I go to the drawer, which is like the chute we call, where you put your money and then you close.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The little mail thing upstairs. I call it a mail thing. But the
Yeah,
shoe.
yeah. So after, when you close your money, like you count your money, how much average money you had a day?
That varied a lot. Because I mean, there were some days where there was no deposit. Some days where.
Like all your sales were like credit cards and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And then, but what is the, like, I'll say, what is the largest amount you ever had on your drawer?
Like in total.
Yeah, like on your sales, right? Did you have a minimum amount that you start?
Yeah, 300.
You start with, and then whatever you sell cash, then
That's
it's
the deposit.
that amount plus the 300.
Well, I don't know if it's plus the 300.
Oh, but you send that 300 back, or you keep that 300 on your drawer?
No, so the drawer itself always
That's what.
has to have $300. So then if there's more than $300 or there's cash payments throughout the day, then that's the deposit that we would, put in the chute.
Mm-hmm.
So every day will be $300 registered, more than 90.
So if you had no sales, you had a 300,
Correct.
right? Now, if you sold $1,500 in cash, then you would have a total of 18, which is the 300 plus the 1,500. Right.
So then it's for school.
You paying for college?
Yeah, so I did get a scholarship, but there's parts where I have to pay back. And I have an upcoming trip. I know this sounds stupid. I have an upcoming trip next month, and I'm sure I'm getting.
Where are you going?
Okay.
Are you going with friends, family?
And
Where are you going to school? Going to college? What do you think?
what
What classes?
it's medical assistant BKG.
How far are you? How long is it for?
It's an accelerated course, so it's like 4 months.
Those are for.
Yeah. And it's 2 days a week. But I'm using that as a stepping stone to like do nursing later.
How much are you paying for school?
Sorry. I'm like 6,000 short.
6,000. How much?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, take your time.
Sorry.
You're good. I totally understand. You.
It's over. It's over. Take me.
So you got like tuition for like 40%. I still like I pay myself to the police academy, and the police academy cost me 5K. And to me, that was, you know, the only difference that the police academy is full time, so it's extremely hard for me to work. So I work most weekends and stuff, and 100% of this, you know, you're having to go through. Do you had any plans to stop? What was your goal, like, beside the trip? And like, it was like when once you paid off your college, that was when you were kind of going to stop.
I'm gonna stop after the last.
The one from last year. How much was the one from last year? Did you look back? At any point, you thought, as you were doing, like, I can get by, and I can go to jail. You thought that. Is there anything that I forgot to ask that you want to add that you think is important? Anything on your side or anything else? Would you like to write a apology letter to Macy's?
Can I see?
Prefer in writing, just because it's easier, because I will have to turn all this information to a judge, and it's easier for the judge to see in writing than have to watch my entire body cam. You have zero obligations in doing it, okay? If you don't want to do it, that's fine, you know, this is 0% obligation. I only ask, I normally give the opportunity to everybody. Once I see that they have some remorse, that have some regret of doing, just for, you know, for court purpose. But if you don't want to do one now, you can always do one later. You can actually, if we get the chance to go in front of the judge, you can tell and talk to the judge over there. That's something.
Yeah.
That's something. All right.
So what's like the whole?
The process right now. Okay, I'm gonna go get her side of the story again. I want to see like everything that she has, her statement, the evidence, and everything, and then we're gonna go from there. Most likely, you know, and you're probably gonna be going to jail soon. Okay, you will have a bond. You'll be able to make phone calls and everything from the jail to get your family to help you out, to bond you out. You're also allowed to bond yourself out if you have any cash or card. But based on the little that I already saw it, and if it continues that they were willing to prosecute, my hands are tied on that. I move what's what to do you open your mouth. You're allowed to like the deal. It will allow you to take, I believe, up to 3 numbers out of your phone and have on a piece of paper to make more numbers. And then over there, you can also make the same.
Sir, do we need any of this?
Yep.
Okay.
Any questions for us? Let me know what you can. Thank you.
Have a good one. Thank you. What's your last?
So whatever anything, so. And then we'll keep the eye on. It's better, since your property's inside, it's better if your parents don't there.
All right. So stay with.
Should I get my bag though?
No. You can't get
Yes.
there right now.
There's nothing inside the vehicle, correct? So anything, any contraband or anything that appears after you come out, you'll be charged with it. Okay? Just letting you know. I have to say there is. They don't feel good. put my finger in it. I put a finger right. Required finger. 2 fingers. Probably because of where you're sitting. And if you're moving your hands.
It's gonna be a short ride. It's less than 5 minutes.
A Macy's employee named Mariana was arrested after an internal investigation uncovered her involvement in theft. She admitted to repeatedly taking money from the store's safe, claiming it was to pay for tuition and travel expenses. While she estimated the stolen amount to be under $1,000, Macy's alleged the actual figure was $2,100. Due to the systematic nature of the theft, Mariana was ultimately arrested and now faces charges of organized fraud and grand theft. If you found this video informative or compelling, don't forget to like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. What are your thoughts on this case? Let us know in the comments below.